AI. Probably one of the biggest threats that we're facing. I want to talk about theft.
My name's Cooper Mortlock. I'm a voice actor and I had my voice stolen by AI.
In 2022, I was doing some work for a client for an animated series on YouTube. A year later, after the contract had finished, they released another episode of this series using what was obviously AI copies of my voice and the other actors' voices. They didn't ask us for permission, and they certainly didn't compensate us.
AI is by far one of the greatest concerns for journalists in newsrooms across the country at the moment.
I've been scraped. That biography of Patrick White took me 6 years. It's been hoovered up to teach AI how to think. It was done without my permission and with no return to me.
18 months ago, I was a full-time arts worker, but since AI, the work has started to drop off a cliff.
So I think there are really a lot of regulations that could be put in place around AI, both to protect jobs, from an economic perspective, but also just to ensure that people are really getting what they expect, and that we protect, our culture, human knowledge, human interaction, all these kind of lofty but important ideals.
We've been here in Canberra for the last 2 days on Ngunnawal and Ngambri country with a delegation of union representatives and staff talking to members and senators of the Australian Parliament about what's important to our workers. One of the big topics of conversation has been artificial intelligence.
Well, we're calling on governments to create some legislation and some policy around AI and how it's used.
So those companies who use our work to train their engines to create money for them, we're asking for a levy to recompense us for that stolen work.
I'm sure Australians don't want our culture being generated by machines. It's really the work of skilled performers and musicians and filmmakers and crew, technicians that we need to protect.
Voiceover artist Jackie Duncan is also calling for government intervention.
I can definitely tell you that the last few months have been the quietest for me probably in the last 7 years. Do I need to go back to the call centre job I had 10 years ago? But then, are those call centre jobs even available because they're being taken by AI as well?
The government has vowed not to water down copyright protections when it comes to artificial intelligence.
That certainty has been welcomed by Australian creators.
So the government has rejected the broad exemptions to copyright that the tech industry wanted from Australia. What protections can we expect to see for journalists and creatives in Australia?
Journalists, writers, musicians, they are so important to the way that Australia sees itself, in constructing a resilient national culture. We will be working with the creative community to see where there are improvements that we can make.
Pay up.
Pay up.
Pay up.
Pay up.
Pay up. Pay the fuck up.
Pay the fuck up.
Pay the fuck up.